Alright, welcome back to the Taj Mahal. It's Tuesday the 12th of June and we're just back out looking at the TR250, and we've got a big empty spot where the TR3 used to be. We've taken that back up to storage temporarily and we'll go and retrieve it as required. Actually, we'll probably end up bringing out the TR6 next for a couple of weeks, but in the meantime we are going to start working on the body of the TR250, some of the body work. Haven't got the tub blasted yet, but that doesn't prevent us from actually doing the exterior panels. For example, this rear fender needs a lot of work, so we're going to start working on that. In order to do that, I need to make a trip to the body shop supply store, as we've got to restock on our supplies of Bondo. Probably get some short strand fiberglass filler as well. And we're going to check our sandpaper supplies. We're going to need to be doing a lot of sanding, so we'll go into our body and paint cupboard here and see what we've got left as far as supplies are concerned, and we'll make a record of that and then take a trip to the body shop store. Should be probably a fairly expensive day at the end of it all. Anyway, we'll come back a little later on and I'll tell you what I picked up. Alright, I'll show you what I spent my allowance on. Ooh, kitty points. That scared me. I thought it was a skunk. Anyway, here's what I spent my money on this week. Okay, so I've got some Evercoat Rage Ultra body filler, new and improved. I like the Evercoat products, a bit better than some of the other products I've used, so I sort of stick to what I know. So we've got that. I picked up some short strand fiberglass filler. Not used this before. I usually use the Bondo brand because that's normally all I can find. This is supposed to be a little bit better than the Bondo brand, but who knows. So anyway, we've got the Pro series. I'm not even sure who makes it. I'm going to go online and look it up and get a tech sheet for it. I did buy some polyester Easy Sand polyester finishing and blending putty from Evercoat as well. I did buy these, another set of these. They call them Japanese putty knives. So basically Bondo spreaders. They're just metal Bondo spreaders. I kind of like these a little bit better than the plastic type, which I have back here. They gave me one in my package for free. So anyway, another backup spreader there. I did get some more. I pretty much checked my cabinet. What I was a little short on was the P180 grit, and this is the stick-on for my DA. So we've got that. So I've got 220, 180, and 80 grit, or pretty much the grits that I need to do my body work in, for starters anyway. Of course, I got all the hardeners with that. Now, this is kind of exciting. So I picked up some paint. I had a PPG color chip or a code for the royal blue, and I've got the vent lid here, which was original to the car. Not original, but this is what the color the car was painted in. And I've had this mixed up, and the code on this, it's a Chrysler color. The PPG sort of cross-reference to this DB9 color, and I can't remember what it's called. I think it's Night Watch Blue off the top of my head. And it's kind of a purpley blue, and if I actually, you're not going to be able to tell from this camera, but if I hold, let me try to get a little better spot. It's actually looking pretty close to that color. I know you're not going to be able to tell, but it's pretty close. So we're going to do a spray out anyway and check that and see what that looks like. But that might be the paint color we're actually going to go with. It's a Matrix brand low VOC solvent-based paint, so it's base clear, no metallic. So that's what we got from the body shop today. And for those of you that are interested in wanting to know how much all this stuff costs, and I'm actually thinking of doing a running total. Maybe we'll stick something up on the cupboard over there and we'll write down what we use as far as shop supplies are concerned. So our first bill for what you see on the table was $304.65. The polyester putty was on clearance, this one here. She said it's a little old and a little dry, so she suggested I add some fiberglass resin to it. So that was only 10 bucks. I think that's normally 20 something dollars, so I got that probably for half price. The glass fiber, short strand fiberglass filler was $39.90. The Evercoat Rage Ultra was $59.90. The Norton 6-inch stick-on P180 was $75.90. The Chrysler DB9, it's called Night Watch Blue, it's actually on here, was $75 a pint. And the metal spreader Japanese putty knives were $8.90. So $269.60 plus the HST tax up here is $35.05 for a total of $304.65. To add to that, as far as what I've got as far as other materials that are going to be going underneath the car and on the exterior panels, I've got epoxy primer that I purchased already at $109.83. That's the U-Pole epoxy primer. And I also bought the Raptor liner for the bottom of the car. I bought a 6-liter kit of that, and that was $261.34. So we're well over $500, probably close to $600 in body work stuff so far, and that's just the beginning. I did buy a few other things, and I'll just show them to you quickly here while I'm making a bit of a video. So I bought this today. This is a riveting tool kit, but it's for the threaded inserts. Some guys call them riv nuts or rivet nuts. I've got an extra pack of them here. This is 80 piece. They're metric. The Imperial ones I couldn't find, so we're going to go with metric. They actually did have one Imperial kit. This was actually on sale for 30 bucks, and the Imperial kit was 60 bucks, so it didn't make sense for me to buy the Imperial kit since it wasn't on sale. We'll just go with the metric. So what I'm using this for primarily is on the B-post of this car. There are 3 fasteners supposed to be on the captive nuts, basically on the inside of the B-post, that the inside flange of the fender screws into. They're not on this car. A previous owner just actually used basically screws to screw directly into the metal, and I'm not a big fan of that, so we're going to use the riv nuts on that location. I think there are 3 on this side and 3 on the other side, so I bought a few extras, so if I need to use this tool again, I won't be searching around for them. I also bought a nut and bolt assortment kit. This is a metric stainless steel kit. This was 40 bucks. So 40 bucks, I think this was 20 bucks for the extra pieces, and I believe this, like I mentioned, was 29. I also picked up a few more fasteners while I was there for another 10 bucks. So got a bit of money invested there as well. One more thing I'm going to show you before I shut her down for the night. So these couple things were in the meant to be category, let's say. I was surfing Kijjiji last night, and for you, those of you that don't know what Kijjiji is, it's kind of a Canadian thing. Kijjiji up here is kind of like Craigslist down in the US. So I was searching Kijjiji, and I came across this posting for these TR4 manuals, and there was 4 of them total, and the gentleman was asking 50 bucks for them, and it just so happened that he was about 3 minutes away from me. So I emailed him last night and told him I was interested in buying them from him, so I went and picked them up today. They're pretty cool. This is an original shop manual from 1965. That's the second printing of this, and they're cool, these original old manuals and the binders, because they have these cool, and I've shown you this on my TR3 manuals before, they have these cool sort of pull-out pages in color. So that's pretty darn cool. You can almost frame that. That would be pretty cool framed. Anyway, so I managed to pick that up. An original manual, original binder, smells a little musty. And I picked up the Robert Bentley, which is kind of the another Bible for the TR4, TR4A, as well as a couple of old Roadster Factory catalogs, which are somewhat helpful. It's kind of funny to look at the pricing from, this was November 1981, price list basically in here as well. Anyway, bit of a parts catalog, some diagrams, some parts, and again, with all the pricing, this one, I'm not sure what the print date on this one was, but anyway, it's always kind of fun to look at the old prices and see what you could have bought things for. Anyway, that's it for tonight, guys. We'll upload this, and we'll try to get out here over the next few days.